TIAA is on a mission. Why? Because 54% of Black Americans don't have enough savings to retire. So in collaboration with big-name artists like Wyclef Jean, TIAA released Paper Right, new music inspiring a new financial future. With 100% of streaming sales going to a nonprofit that teaches students how to invest. Stream Paper Right now and help close the gap.
This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1205, The 4 Stages of Business Growth, an in-depth guide by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. And I'm Dan, your host, reading to you every single day of the week, including weekends and holidays, from these great blogs on entrepreneurship and other work-related topics. So now let's hear from Ramit as we optimize your life. The 4 Stages of Business Growth, an in-depth guide by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. As a former college student who transformed a simple blog I wrote in my dorm room into a thriving multi-million-dollar business with its own Netflix show, trust that I know a thing or two about how to grow a business. In this article, I've broken down the 4 stages of business growth to help you better identify where you're currently at in the business life cycle and what that'll mean for you. Let's begin. The 4 company growth stages. Business development can be broadly categorized into 4 stages: startup, growth, maturity, and renewal or decline. These stages offer a valuable framework to assess a company's evolution or lack thereof. Each stage also brings its own set of challenges and opportunities, and knowing where your business stands in this life cycle helps you foresee the road ahead, prepares you for the bumps with effective planning and strategy, and ensures a smoother ride towards success. Now, let's dive into these 4 pivotal stages of business growth. 1. Startup stage. In the startup stage, your business is in its infancy. This is the phase where your ideas start transforming into a tangible enterprise. You'll craft your business concept, draw up a business plan, and identify your target market. Expect to build a small team, with each of them often wearing multiple hats as your business structure is still taking shape. You'll continuously refine your sales strategies and experiment with various business models until you find the perfect fit for your current needs. Networking becomes key to success too, since spreading the word about your venture and securing those initial clients is key to keeping momentum. In this stage, you'll grapple with limited resources and potentially face employee retention issues. To transition successfully to the growth stage, focus on refining your business model and strengthening your financial footing. Secure a solid customer base. Explore marketing strategies to increase brand visibility, and invest in marketing and sales efforts. For example, if your business is a restaurant, then your priority is to attract those first customers and develop a memorable and even Insta-worthy menu and ambiance. 2. Growth stage. In the growth stage, your business is in full bloom. The indicators are unmistakable: surging revenues and product or service demand, an expanding market share, and a growing customer base. Employee turnover eases, and it's time to turn your focus inward. Staffing becomes a priority to match the accelerated business growth. You'll build a robust team structure and bring in top-tier talent. This is also when you consider engaging with vendors and suppliers. Your primary goals? Broaden the customer base, scale up operations, and potentially secure additional funding. Don't forget to strengthen and nurture existing client relationships. Most importantly, don't let this success lull you into complacency. It's easy to veer off course in this phase. Common challenges include managing the mounting customer base, maintaining quality, and grappling with rising expenses. To move to the maturity stage, focus on optimizing operations and bolstering your financial stability. Implement strong internal systems, diversify product offerings, and explore new markets or regions. For example, you're a tech startup during its growth phase, witnessing soaring demand for its products. Your company must expand your team, improve and not just grow your product line, and explore funding options for further expansion. 3. Maturity stage. Now that you've navigated the growth stage successfully, it's time to consolidate those gains. In this stage, revenue growth stabilizes, but you maintain a healthy market share. The customer base is established, and brand loyalty becomes a key asset. Now the focus shifts to optimizing operations and enhancing profitability. A priority is refining your product or service offerings, adapting to market changes, and honing in on operational efficiency. This is the stage where your business is a known entity and the challenge lies in staying relevant and competitive. The goals revolve around maintaining market share, ensuring customer satisfaction, and sustaining profitability. Challenges include catching up to evolving consumer demands, technological shifts, and the need for ongoing innovation. Transitioning to the renewal or decline stage involves reinvention. Businesses need to innovate, adapt to emerging trends, and potentially explore new markets. Also, diversification of product lines or services can inject fresh life into the brand. Picture a well-established retail chain that has successfully navigated the growth phase. In the maturity stage, it optimizes store operations, refines its product range, and invests in customer loyalty programs to stay competitive. And 4, renewal or decline stage. The renewal or decline stage is a pivotal moment for any business. In this phase, a company is at a crossroads, and its future hinges on strategic decisions. Consider a tech firm whose product has become outdated due to rapid external technological advancements. The primary goal in this stage is to either breathe new life into the business or gracefully manage its decline. It's about reinvention, be it through product innovation, exploring new markets, or even pivoting the entire business model. Challenges range from overcoming resistance to change within the organization to addressing shifting consumer preferences. Recognizing the signs of decline and acting swiftly is crucial. To revitalize, a business might invest in research and development, forge strategic partnerships, or embrace emerging technologies. Take a cue from successful transformations like Apple. In the late 1990s, the tech giant almost went bankrupt. Thankfully, it turned things around with the iMac. The key is to approach this phase with an entrepreneurial mindset, open to bold but strategic moves that can reignite growth. Wrapping up. In the world of business, knowing where you stand on the growth spectrum is half the battle. Whether you're navigating the unpredictable terrain of the startup stage or strategically steering through the challenges of maturity, understanding the nuances of each growth stage in business arms you with the foresight to anticipate hurdles and the wisdom to capitalize on opportunities. Best of luck. You just listened to the post titled The 4 Stages of Business Growth, an in-depth guide by Ramit Sethi of iwillteachyoutoberich.com. You want consistency and quality, but you also want variety and freshness. If you run a business, you want it all. With nuts.com, you can get so many different delicious snacks and ingredients and know that they will consistently exceed your expectations. Nuts.com is your one-stop shop for the highest quality foods for business. They offer delicious office snacks, corporate gifts, and wholesale ingredients. And over 50,000 companies choose Nuts.com for their business needs, from offices to hotels to restaurants and retail stores. And we've even loved their product as remote workers. Nuts.com has sent us plenty of snacks that keep us energized and focused so we can deliver the best work that we can. Nuts.com makes ordering for your business quick and easy. Right now, Nuts.com is offering new business customers a free gift with purchase and free shipping on orders of $125 or more at nuts.com/OWD. So go check out all the delicious options at nuts.com/OWD. You'll get that free gift and free shipping when you spend $125 or more. That's nuts.com/OWD. Labor strikes, climate change, your beat-up office printer. What do they all have in common? Come on, it's all about the money. Economics is everywhere and everything, fueling our lives even where we least expect it. If you're a fan of Optimal Work Daily and are curious to learn something new and exciting about economics every week, I recommend you listen to the Planet Money podcast from NPR. Planet Money is a different kind of world where the complex economy actually makes sense. Listeners can learn, laugh, and be entertained. And in addition, I find it to be really educational. Money can be tough to make sense of, and Planet Money is great at providing simple explanations for how money is really moving in ways we're usually not told about. The Planet Money team lives to tell a good story in around 30 minutes. It's econ for the rest of us. So tune in to Planet Money every week for entertaining stories and insights about how money shapes our world. Stories that can't be found anywhere else. Listen now to Planet Money from NPR wherever you get your podcasts. And thanks so much to Ramit, who was one of the earliest authors that we featured in our network. And let me tell you a little bit about him. Ramit Sethi is the author of the New York Times bestseller, I Will Teach You to Be Rich, and writes for over 1 million monthly readers on his site, where he covers psychology, personal finance, careers, and entrepreneurship. His unusual combination of psychology, analytical testing, and his irreverent style led Fortune magazine to call him the new finance guru on the block. And we've only heard great reviews about his book, including from my wife, who gives this book pretty much sole credit for really sparking her interest in personal finance. So it is worth checking out. There's an updated edition that came out just a couple years ago, and you can find that on Amazon. And Ramit also appears on TV regularly. You might have seen him on ABC or PBS, and he periodically writes for the New York Times as well. Ramit studied social influence and persuasion at Stanford and previously co-founded PB Works, a Silicon Valley collaboration startup. So come by iwillteachyoutoberich.com for much more. And thanks again to Ramit for giving us permission to narrate his work. But that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed the post. And of course, thank you for listening each and every day. That is how we can keep this show going. So I will see you back again tomorrow for the Friday show, where your optimal life awaits.